Shaboom! What's going on, YouTube? How you guys doing today, everybody? This is Picco, you guys, with IroncladConfidence.com, coming to you guys today with another motivational video for you guys, my friends. What's going on, champions? How you guys doing today, everybody? Check it out, my friends. As always, we are out here in beautiful paradise, you guys. We are out here rocking our world, my friends. And today, my friends, let's talk about a growth mindset, the point of no return. Say what? A growth mindset, my friends. Have you ever heard of a growth mindset? Have you ever heard what a growth mindset is, why it's so important, and the point of no return? You guys, a lot of people will say in life, it's pretty obvious, right? A growth mindset. A growth mindset. A mindset that keeps growing. Unfortunately, my friends, people do not take serious, you guys, the power of developing a growth mindset. They have what's called a fixed mindset. Many people, you guys, and I'm gonna share with you all kinds of ideas, and I'm gonna share with you, my friends, why it's the point of no return. It gets to a point where you start to literally grow so much that there's no turning back. There's no turning back. You've gone too far. You have outgrown people all around you. You have outgrown people all around you. You learn to let go of people's expectations and cut off all their expectations of you. Because, my friends, people will always expect more of you than they do of themselves, you guys. And that's because a lot of people, because they've never learned to control or develop a growth mindset, they want to control everything on the outside. They want to control everything on the outside, you guys. And so what happens is they wind up having no control. Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a growth mindset. And how do you develop a growth mindset, you guys? Check it out, my friends. It seems pretty obvious, but it's not. Because when you deep dive, my friends, into self-mastery, into personal development, you actually start to recognize and become more self-aware of information and things that you never knew before, okay? You guys, your whole life, you have, up to a certain point, you develop a growth mindset. From the time you're born, you guys, information's just coming in. We have our 5 senses, the 5 tools on top of our head, you guys. Hearing, sight, taste, touch, and sound, okay? You have all these tools that we receive. We are a receiver. That's what people are. People are receivers of information, you guys, okay? Information just comes in, capital I-N/formation. When you divide the word information up, you have formation, information, okay? It just comes in. It just comes in. And what happens is when this information comes in, you guys, from the time you're born, your mind is just storing all the information inside. It's layering it and layering it and layering it. Your mind is developing, right? You're growing. You're developing a growth mindset. It's forming your habits, your actions, your beliefs, your behaviors, your attitude. And that is what you get to a certain point as you get older. And this is where a lot of people stop growing, you guys. They stop growing at a certain age. And when I mean growing, I don't mean physically. I mean mentally and emotionally. They go, well, I have enough information that I know how to survive now. I know how to go get a job. I know how to work out in the system. I know how to whatever, ... okay? When you get to that point, you guys, you stop. A lot of people stop growing. They don't recognize that they can continually grow. So what happens is, you guys, as their mind becomes fixed, they develop just a fixed mind. Nope, I'm not changing. I don't need to learn no more. I don't need to grow no more. This is where I'm at. I'm locked into what I'm dealing with. I'm locked into society. I'm locked into the corporate system. I'm locked in. I can't grow. That's it. And that's why a lot of people, as they get older, they don't have to, but unfortunately, a lot of people do this, you guys. And it's not just older. I mean, this can happen in your 20s and 30s, depending on where you're at. A lazy-minded person, they really don't want to grow. If they're just a real lazy-minded person, they're not gonna grow, okay? They're gonna get locked in right there. They can change it, they can make changes, they can decide to grow, but they develop what's called a fixed mindset. This is where a lot of people, you guys, they become more stubborn in their life because their mind is controlled by the fixed amount of information they've developed in life. If you are into self-help, if you are into personal development, into self-mastery champions, on this channel, my friends, we deep dive you guys into our psychology. I teach mastery, my friends, okay? I teach personal mastery, personal development. We teach success, we teach motivation. We teach what is called developing a growth mindset, you guys, okay? A growth mindset allows you to grow beyond measure. It allows you to get to a point, you guys, because when you can get to a point where you've grown so much, you can outgrow people all around you, my friends, okay? And it's not like, oh, you're trying to be better than people by, no, you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to grow yourself. You're trying to understand. You guys, a lot of people, they don't even know that. They can live their life and not even know who they are, you guys. They can live their whole life not knowing who they truly are. What they believe in, what they represent, what they stand for, what they're gonna do with their life. And when you start sharing this kind of insights with people, suddenly they're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? See, successful people have always known that you have to keep growing in life. You guys, if you stop growing in life, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead in the water. You see a tree, we're out here in beautiful paradise right now, my friends. We're just walking, we're chilling with the birds, the bees, the flowers, the rabbits, and the squirrels, my friends, okay? Okay, if these trees didn't continually renew themselves every season, they'd just have they'd be fixed, they'd be set. But no, a tree has to start out as a seed. A plant has to start out as a seed. A flower has to start out as a seed. And then it grows and grows and grows. The bigger you want it to grow, then you start to retransplant the seed. You start to, you know, water it, sunlight, all the elements, right? Of course, my friends, okay, your mind, us as people are the same way. Information, ideas, concepts, words are the raw ingredients that we use to grow in life, to build our beliefs. You have to be willing, my friends, in your life, if you're gonna develop a growth mindset, to climb the ladder of belief, okay? And that's what I've learned along my journey, you guys. I wasn't born in the greatest environment, okay? Actually, I was raised in a very dysfunctional environment, okay? And two things will happen if you're raised in an environment like that. You will either sink or swim. You will either fight to survive, or you will get locked in and copy what everyone else around you is doing. And you will live that kind of life, okay? I had to come from very difficult upbringing, okay? But I did not allow my past to define who I was growing to become, who I was growing to be in life. And so I just always paid attention. What am I telling myself? What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I thinking about? And so you have to understand, my friends, in your life, in your frame of reference is how you look at the world. If your frame is very narrow and you have not developed a growth mindset, you're not gonna understand human psychology. You're not gonna understand, what's this positive thinking, personal development, courage, coaching, motivation. You know, people will look at this information and say, that dude has an ego. No, it's completely twisted. A person who has a growth mindset learns to develop a very successful, positive, courageous, confident mindset. They are spot on with what they're doing with their life. People who have a very narrow, fixed growth mindset, they do not grow much in their life, my friends. They don't. In fact, the ego comes from that area. That's where the ego comes from. And so, that's one of the biggest traps that people get caught up in, you guys. If you have a huge ego, you will look at this information, you will not be able to grow because the ego knows it all. A growth mindset knows that it's always open to growth. It can learn something from every experience, every situation, okay? And so the way I've developed a growth mindset, you guys, over the years, it takes years of training and going through the process, going through the motions, not just that, but when it comes to your mind and a growth mindset, you have to pay attention to the information you're studying on, the ideas that you're listening to, the words that you're reading, the books that you're reading, the podcasts that you listen to, the information that you deliberately use to continually make changes. If you do not make changes in your life, you're dying. Plain and simple, you're dying. A growth mindset, you guys, you can get to a point, my friends, where you pass everyone up, you guys. You outgrow everyone around you. They can no longer influence you. They can no longer, well, they can, but to the point where it's gonna knock you off balance? No, because you're gonna have understood yourself so much. You're gonna understand what you've been telling yourself inside. It gets to a point of no return, my friends. If you wanna climb the ladder of success, if you wanna climb the ladder of belief, if you want to develop what's called a growth mindset, you must hang around like-minded people, my friends. And that's what we do on this channel, my friends. We get out in beautiful nature like this, champions. We challenge ourselves, we grow, we gain insights. We recognize personal development. We recognize, see, everything in life, there's dualities, my friends, there's dualities. There's the law of cause and effect. A lot of people don't even know that truth is a law. It's a universal law, truth is. And the more alignment you are, the more in alignment you are with the truth of what you're thinking about, what you're saying, and the actions that you're taking, the more you can harness. The law of truth is the law of attraction, my friends, okay? It's not just the law of attraction, because you can attract negativity into your life too, but it'll still be based on the truth of the reality you're living. See, truth can be positive and negative. You can go bust somebody in the nose, boom, blood goes everywhere, their nose explodes, right? That's the truth, but it was a negative reaction, right? Of course, but just as positive, you can tell somebody, hey, here's how to be more successful in life. Here's how to achieve your goals in life. Here's how to produce amazing, successful results in your life. Ding, a light goes on. Really? Okay, and then they follow through, right? Of course, my friends. That's called developing a growth mindset, being receptive to growth, to the point of no return. See, you guys, I've gotten to a point throughout my journey of over the years of just creating and working and reading books and listening to podcasts and listening to information. I've gotten to a point that I have come to challenge myself so much that I understand myself. I understand what I'm doing. I cannot return back to where I was prior.